This is a video reply to Free Speech for the Win to the video called Response to William Antihate, which is her video response to him. I will reply to the things that she mentioned in her video. The first statement she says is that the Estonians do anti-hate replies not to their critics but to each other to show that they talk to critics for the sake of appearances. No, we have internal communication between the members. We have, as a group, decided to do these videos replies and place it as replies to each other's videos so people can easily find the others' videos as well. We address the points mentioned in haters' videos, and so the people who look up on Destiny and the Estonians will find our videos and thus also the other videos linked to that one. The haters themselves obviously will have already found them as well, so we address the lies and the deceptions in their videos in general, and that's the reason. Then she says, I'm replying to William Antihate because he was the first one who didn't just do a 30-second propaganda video for Destiny, so he was actually talking to me, so I'm going to actually talk to him. Actually, almost all of our videos are longer than a couple of minutes and definitely 30 seconds. We share our own process, what we realize about this world and the things that have assisted us and may assist others. She says that studying philosophy and economy is not going to get us anywhere in this world. But actually it is proven that it is useful and has gotten people somewhere in this world. And none of us that I can think of is studying philosophy. Most of us are doing law and psychology, and some are doing medicine as well, and which obviously gets you in good positions in the system to be able to change it and work with it to change it around and establish a worldwide network of people in a position that can have an impact. And she says we say this will someday be useful in the equal money system, that these studies will be useful in the equal money system, but no, we say today, this day, it is already useful, and that's why we do it. She says, you said honesty has the word one in it, so it means being one and equal expression. So I guess honesty to you means oneness and equality. Now this guy, referring to Gian, said that honesty is what rapists use to justify themselves. The Estonians are people in their own process, who go through their own lives and definitions, so sometimes it may differ depending on people's own process, their discovery, or simply the context. Sometimes two things are said differently but are both valid. We don't say that everything we say is automatically true. We can make mistakes as well. Sometimes you only notice a fuck up after a while. And what he means with it is that oneness means we are one and have similar patterns and how our mind functions and how everything is connected on this planet, etc. It doesn't mean we are living as equals. We are not. Yes, we are equals, but we're not living at it as it. And also, we don't have an equal chance or an opportunity to express ourselves. Some people are deprived since their birth. And what Gian means is that honesty can be misused by people, and that honesty is not automatically self-honesty or good or whatever. Honesty can be a pure justification without any insight. For example, someone saying that he is jealous because he loves his partner. I mean, he's being honest, but not self-honest. He doesn't recognize why he's jealous, the construct behind it, the limitations and the outflow, how to stop it, etc. So again, all the Estonians are people in their own development and process, and some of us may make mistakes sometimes, say things that are not true, and the point is to realize it and correct it. She said another thing. You said that self-forgiveness is like magic, works like magic, while every other Estonian is saying that it's not like magic. What he means is that it works like magic for him, not that it actually is a magic spell. He says it because he applies it and it works for him. He himself still has to do it. Nothing else does it for him. What I mean when I say self-forgiveness is not magic, I mean that it does not work just for you like a spell. You can't just rant it off and think this will help you and change you and stop whatever it is that you're doing it for. You have to actually do it to make things clear for yourself and move on and improve yourself and give yourself direction to change the things you apply self-forgiveness about. So always look at the context before making your judgments. The next quote. I know that very well, but I know that I can trust my intelligence, and I know that I can trust my instincts. They've never misled me in the past. Well, it clearly misled you now, and in your previous videos. Intelligence is that intelligence in that way would mean that it would equal false judgments and assumptions and not further investigating things. Why call that intelligence? We are pro-intelligence. Intelligence that is real intelligence and not stuck in judgments or a programmed pattern. Intelligence that helps others, yourself and humanity, and doesn't condemn and blame. Intelligence in self-honesty and used to the benefit of all. She says, I'm sorry to hear that really, because I've been researching destiny almost as long as you have, and the difference is now that I don't really forget things. While considering her videos, she has forgotten many things, or simply interprets it in the wrong way or made the wrong assumptions. So it's not really true. She says, for example, Bernard Pullman said there would be a virtual reality game coming out programmed by, I guess, all the very qualified programmers in Destiny, and I'm waiting for that to happen. Well, there actually are very good programmers in Destiny, but we are not super fast superheroes or something. We have many projects going on, and until we get enough good programmers and income, we simply cannot start many of these projects. Why do you think we require money and will work for these things? We want a real change, and it will take effort and time and can be established in a few months. If we would, haters would probably make something out of that too, like, where do they get their money to do all these things? Or conspiracy people going like, they're supported by the New World Order. It's always something or someone who has something to say like that. Another question is, where's the second Destiny form? Well, the second Destiny form wasn't able to be bought, so it's not here. Then she says, so I remember all these things, little details. And that seems to be the problem. You remember the things you can complain about and find faults in based on assumptions. She then says, I observe certain people post count on the Destiny forum, and sometimes they go backwards. That means you're looking at people's post count and measuring it along time? Well, that's a strange job to do. I never heard of the post count going backwards, but maybe it's because some threads are put to private or some are removed. Some stuff that is misused or misinterpreted or written by members in the beginning which were mistakes of interpretation and looks very strange, and they may be removed because it compromises our group and what it stands for. It doesn't mean because someone once said some stuff in the beginning of their process or earlier life that they have to carry it along. If a message is something we don't stand for and it compromises our group and is false, and we will delete it from the forum, which may have happened to the genocide post that you mentioned. She claims Destiny is an addiction, which is a false statement actually. Anyway, for me it is. We are a group standing together to change things, stop this abusive system, and a lot of our time goes to it. Do I feel anxiety or stress or whatever when I can't be online, for example, for some days? Nope. I simply do what I can do in my everyday outside PC life. It doesn't change anything about who I am or what I stand for. We simply are standing together to change things and do this as a strong group. There's no addiction involved. She also asked what's wrong with porn. Maybe do a Google about this. There's lots of info and anti-porn documentaries worth watching. Porn supports abuse in this world and enslaves people and the enslavement to the system of the desire, and it places women as objects of pleasure and lust. Some like to watch women, some like to watch like child porn. It's pretty fucked up, and both people gain lust from it. So check out the www.angelfire.com/art/anti-pornography. She asks, okay, come with me on a little thought experiment. If every Destiny member except for you were to, I don't know, jump into a volcano and you were the only one left and the Destiny website is down, and you would stop self-forgiveness and stop doing the Destiny process because there's nobody else there anymore to correct you and check on you and things like that and reassure you, would you start doing these things again? My answer is yes, I would still do these things. I started changing before destiny on my own, and I will do this even when the things would happen that you spoke about and would find new people again to make a change. The point is that people have to do this for themselves so they don't depend on destiny or another person. And we're here as a group, which is great support, and we support each other. We move together, but we also realize that we have to do this for ourselves so that we stand no matter what, even if the rest falls. So reading the destiny material is one thing, but applying it in self-honestly clearly is another. People may read some of our documents and see some videos, but can still draw the wrong conclusions based on their assumptions, their beliefs, their fears, their desires, or their ego.